These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the co-federation solar, sun, our starship, planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, balance, and future, always balancing, to loving, genealogically, evolve, become, and be space-time travelers wherever and where we can, interdimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space-time lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum. Balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all, both and each, and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both and each, both and all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the...
Let's back that up a little bit. I'm going to back that up a little bit. My family is filled with poetesses and poets, healers, and co-secretary generals, coaching garage to our musicians of the music of the spheres.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the co-federation solar, sun, our starship, planet Earth, restored to heaven on our and every earth, as our spiritual, genealogical, local, global, universal voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, balance, and future, always balancing, to loving, genealogically, evolve, become, and be space-time travelers wherever and where we can, interdimensional reality, all in part been before, if also never been before, in alternative space-time lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum. balance, combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, alone, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both in each, and each both in all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she merges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of Cardinal. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen. We all are risen.
We are risen.
We all are risen.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्वा महाशक्ति महारथी महाभोगा महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महातांडव साक्षिणी महाकामेशमतिथि महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टि कोटि योगिनी गणसेविता still not. Words. God, I should have said, oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. You need to see what I've seen. You need to see.
Our family is filled with poetesses and poets, healers, musicians, co-secretary generals, co-saviors. If they will renounce parity and choose parity, renounce patriarchy and choose parity now. Co-secretary generals, true cues.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not your, our new millennial law.
Okay. I've done the situation. maybe made sunflowers, Electra Tea and Blackstone. This is Anna Marie, singing critic, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, Dakota. And I am also a French, English, and German. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial golden rule as the law of all the natives of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
And we have enough time to do again another ceremony. Nobody's figuring this out, but I figured it out. But I guess folks in our part of the world are too far gone to figure out what they're missing by not co-hosting and co-hosting these broadcasts. I'm trying to give them incentive, but it takes a long time when people are this recalcitrant. They need people to lead them by the nose, and they don't accept my word for it. So, they didn't accept Mary Magdalene Jesus' word for it either. So what else is new? People come to save you and you don't accept them. Where are you going to go with that? I can tell you, you're not going to a good place. Your next life, and your life on this planet may be coming to be cut short. All of us, maybe, because we haven't figured this out fast enough, and haven't figured out the strategies to get past the barriers that people have erected in their minds and their hearts now, in their hearts and their minds. We have a lot of very scarred women in North America, really scarred, and they're divided between drones and passive enablers of patriarchy. The women who think that they are feminists are not at all. They don't know anything about the divine feminine. They've wrapped themselves around issues like abortion, which is a divisive issue for women, and the issues that were required a representation for women and balance of love and work, and that would have brought women together. Instead, we have a situation in which older men are ruling, but they're ruling themselves right into the grave. They're doing Animal Farm, and why people are going along with this is beyond me. Why they can't tell the difference between tokenism and parity is beyond me. I don't quite understand the way people think in our culture anymore. I don't think they do think, and I don't think they have the capability of thought, which makes it pretty hard to save them. They don't have instincts for connection, and they don't have capability of thought. It makes it difficult to save them. They're no longer acting like human beings. It makes it difficult to save them. But I'm continuing to try. I'm not giving up on everybody or anybody, because I think that for all of your stupidity, Goddess God would like to save you. And maybe I'm thinking, Goddess God, how about you just shake where they're at? Give a heavy-duty earthquake action, but don't kill anybody. Have some property damage, but don't kill anybody. And keep it chortling like, I don't know, that's been going on in Oklahoma. Maybe we need it on the whole North American continent. That the whole continent should shake, 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 and not stop shaking until people can say parity, not patriarchy. And when they say that, it can stop shaking. And I hope you will take care of the individual people in my family they've done very, very poorly with their incarnations. Their connections with each other are next to nil. They have no awareness or care about each other. They sit like bystanders, watching their names go by each other every day for 3 years. It's absurd. These people are absurd. They don't know what a genealogy is, apparently. There are people in this society who do genealogy, but not in my family. My family, the people are totally oblivious to their family tree. So what can I say? I'm not quite sure how to help them, but we do this anyway for their benefit and hope they'll catch on. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. And namaste, Bahaval, Chaim, Shalom. To bless the Glaric, Hong Kong, some Pox, Koan Pox culture, Nita Kuyako, save your all, Mir Pache, Chow, Chalantvag, Shu, Slug, Shoes, Chow, Buenos Dias, and I'm sure I'm forgetting a number of languages, but let's add them all. All the languages of our earth are earths. And we'll say love and live longest, eternally young all, and prosper everyone and all, both in each and every one, past, present, and future together. As Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Sefiraz, True Cues. And we'll say, the light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one as soon as possible. As Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Sefiraz, Equinox, True Cues. Now, I see that the people of our culture are just putting pushers and put money in the bankers. And that's all. There's a huge number of people for whom that's all there is. Push the buttons, do the job told you to be done by your supervisor, put the money in the bank, eat the food. That's all life consists of for them. They are duller than dumb animals. God sees it. Our culture is in terrible trouble. The people are in terrible trouble. My family is in terrible trouble, and they don't even see it. It's about ready to hit them four square. I ask you, God, to give my family an epiphany. Give my family an epiphany. Don't take their lives. I ask you, you're going to have to give them a very heavy epiphany. But don't take their lives, because I think they could figure this out if motivated. Right now, they're not motivated. I've tried to positively motivate them, but it's very difficult. It requires a great deal of time and preparation, and they don't seem to respond to it. So I'm going to try, but I really think the easier path, God, is you shaking them up the wazoo and giving them an epiphany. And then they can all come and call me and say, gee, Reall, you were right. The world is shaking beneath our feet because of the way we're treating each other in the world. We'll come to your co-broadcast and co-hostess and co-hostess with you. And we'll drink the water, we'll drink the milk of human kindness for all, both in each and every one. I represent all, both in each and every one, especially the baby and the mother's milk. La Leche League is included in our ceremonies and in our invitees. And we'll say, we love you, and we'll drink the milk of human kindness for all, both in each and every one, past, present, and future, representing all, both in each and every one. I represent all, both in each and every one, and will drink the milk of human kindness. This is the reason why we're called the Milky Way. We'll drink the water of enlightened, loving, living planets that will sustain, that will regain and sustain our planet Earth to be for all, both in each and every one, as soon as possible. Yep. hung on to patriarchy too long, took their planet down. Very simple. What happened here? They couldn't tell the difference between tokenism and parity. Their mothers can't figure it out. Their mothers are bamboozled, and they're making their sons very sick, and their daughters. And there's nothing I can do about it. They don't want to figure it out. They can't grasp the distinctions. Their minds are caught up in hierarchies that they exist in, and they can't figure it out. I feel very sorry for everybody I know. I have to be logical about this, though, because God is seeing people are not learning, and I do the best I can to give them something beautiful and excellent, and they don't respond. So we'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together, past, present, and future, starting with our spring equinox and conception and autumnal equinox and conception and all of the holy days in between, and past, present, and future. Around in the circle, and we'll celebrate all and re-celebrate all our birthdays and conception days and name days and holy days together, past, present, and future. Again, saying it both ways. As Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior's Equinox True Cues. As Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior's Equinox True Cues. And 5 fingers to represent her family. Of Shekinah and youth, female and male. Okay, and this again. Should have clearly on the screen all the generations there. Okay. We'll start fresh as Co-Saviora, Co-Secretary Generals, Equinox True Cues, practicing paradisal parity on this and all planets instead of plutonic patriarchal planetocide. And we'll say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings and all the languages of our heritages and our earth and our earth's past, present, and future together as Co-Secretary Generals, Co-CFRs, Equinox QQs. We'll say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We'll say all the blessings and all the greetings and all the heritages of our earth and our earths, past, present, and future together as Co-Secretary Generals, Co-CFRs, Equinox QQs. And what we want you to do is go to 5050now.wordpress.com. Make the new millennial golden rule your law, wherever you are on this planet. It is the only law. It is the only real law. Unless you have gender parity, there is no law wherever else you are. The fact that our media is controlled by old men and women go along with this is to the shame of humanity. We are a very dysfunctional species at this point, and we are destroying ourselves because of patriarchy. It is that simple. It is that simple. You have to choose reparative, divine feminine for women, balance of love and work, the new millennial golden rule, or you wind up with patriarchal planeticide and the end of this planet. We are moving into a time of evolution and horror prior to an extinction cycle. So we have already begun this. Our IQs are dropping. Our people are all bullying each other. Sociopathy has run rampant in the society. There is nothing to bind it. There is no binding in force in the society. Therefore, the planet is dying, and people don't seem to understand why. It's so obvious. How can people not notice that there's no family leave in this great land, of the so-called great land? How can people not notice that and go on with business as usual as if that was of no importance to them? It shows that our feminism was taken over by a group of aberrant women who have nothing to do with global feminism, which is protected balance of love and work and representation for women. This was co-opted as well as the result of extreme wounded injury among the women in this area of the world. You can really see that victimizers become victims become victimizers when they don't understand the underlying cause of their problem, which is patriarchy. And the only answer and antidote to patriarchy is reparative parity for women and youth. And that's the only answer there is. Read about it at 5050now.wordpress.com. And we look forward to seeing you on our additional broadcasts. And let me make sure I play this tape. Let me not leave out the most important heart of our broadcast.
Her whole love was to have her children there, and she didn't. Because her and so anxious to get along, evidently.